Fellow Biafrans, greeting from here. Good afternoon. The Nigerian state, Nigerian terrorist zoo country, they need to leave us alone. This fight is our fight. We will fight to the end and we will make sure we totally liberate Biafra land. In Okiwe, Biafra land, the Nigerian state have intensified on the attack. Right after Commander Gentle, just a few weeks ago, he made a statement. The Nigerian state have vowed that they will bring the Okiwe commander down. We rest assured them that we will fight and we defend Biafra land. Last night, I was following what is happening in Okiwe. I'm not able to sleep. And I figure out I have to be physically fit as well. That's why I'm doing this exercise, because you have to be physically fit, mentally, spiritually, and otherwise to be able to defeat your enemy. And for those supporting Ngozi Orabeze or funding her, what is happening in Biafra land in Okiwe today? Ngozi Orabeze's hand is in it. Ngozi Orabeze team up with the Nigerian state terrorist country to bring both a Bubago or the terrorists, and in Okiwe now you have over 50 armored tanks fighting against our liberation army. And the good news is that we are fighting back and we are dealing with them. Shame to you, enemy of Biafrans. Shame to you, those funding Ngozi to kill our own people. Any innocent Biafra that is killed, those that are part of funding the Nigerian state and Ngozi and her group, the innocent Biafra blood is in your hand.
All right, lovers of freedom, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the Inter TV News. You know, this is where you get your legit information. Never you believe the Zoo media concerning anything about our freedom. When it comes to Biafra movement, never you believe the Zoo media, because what they keep doing is to spread false information about our PM, Simon Ekpa, and even our leader, Mazen Nandikalo. So today, we the Biafrans, we are so happy that finally the Finnish authorities have rejected Nigeria's bid to extradite Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. Remember, Nigeria have started the extradition process for a very, very long time, and Finnish government have vowed to protect Simon Ekpa. Because what are you extraditing him for? You are tagging this man a terrorist where you don't have enough evidence. The only evidence you have is that he has been instigating violence through his X handle, that's through his social media handle. That is the only evidence the Nigerian government has. That is the only evidence. This man was taken into detention because of these so-called Southeast governors, these so-called Southeast politicians. They came together, they signed the petition with the help of the Attorney General of Nigeria. So that is it. These so-called Southeast governors came again and they told us that they will be going to go and meet Tinubu. They are meeting Tinubu for him to agitate for the release of Mazen Nandikalo. Foul. Somebody like Hope Uzodinma or somebody like Soludo is agitating for the release of Mazen Nandikalo when they know that Mazen Nandikalo will expose their secrets, when they know that their criminal activities in Southeast will be exposed by this man. So that is it. The Nigerian government are trying everything possible to make sure that this man, these two men that have been speaking boldly for our freedom, don't have any of their freedom. That is it. So my people, I will be sharing the news shortly now. So if you are just joining us now, do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you turn on the notification button. You can react to these videos in the comment section. You can check back our previous videos. Then you understand what we're talking about. You understand the authenticity of why we the Biafrans will continue to fight. Why we will continue to fight these people to make sure that we are liberated from the zoo. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. Look at what happened in Jos Plateau. as of yesterday, how these so-called Fulani Janjaweeds killed innocent Christians in Plateau. Where is the president? The president is in France cooling off. This is the 7th time in 2 years this man have traveled for work rest. What are you resting for? Your country is on fire and you are traveling to France. You are going to enjoy yourself in Paris. Your country is on fire. Everyday massacre, everyday killings. There is no day you open the Zoom media that you not see one attack or other. Either tanker bomb this one or Fulani herdsmen kill this one. Places like Benue, they come out every month to do mass burial for farmers that have been killed by these Fulani herdsmen. So my people, this is the time for all the Biafrans to fight. This is the best time for us to seek for agitation. We cannot sink with the Tinubu government. We cannot sink with Tinubu government because the Nigerian government is sinking gradually, both economically, both anything that has to do with the zoo government is sinking. It's sinking. This is just 2 years out of 6 years. 2 years out of 8 years, this same zoo president Tinubu, this same drug lord, have close to 6 more years. 6 more years to sink Nigeria completely. This man is not releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is not going to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is it. Because if this man wants to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he should have done it since. They are just playing politics with the release of this man. They are playing politics without our freedom. They should know this, that this particular freedom we are fighting about, that over 4 million people have died for the cause of our freedom. For the cause of our freedom. So with the Biafrans, this is the best time for us to come together. We don't need a divided house. We don't need this one or this one or this one. We need to come together, join hands together and fight the zoo government. This is the best time to seek for our referendum. We need to fight so hard so that the Nigerian government, at last, the Nigerian government will have no other option but to sit on a round table with us to discuss our referendum. So my people, I will be sharing the news shortly. So if you are just joining us now, you can check back our previous videos, react to these videos on the comment section, like, subscribe and share all these videos. Then you understand why we the Biafrans will continue to spread good information and spread this legit updates regarding our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Finland. The Nigerian government Nigerian government as of last month, they announced that the Finnish government have taken Mazi Simon Ekpa to the world toughest prison in Finland. Which prison are you taking him to? Mazi Simon Ekpa is still in the local police detention because the Nigerian government have not come up with tangible evidence for this man to be extradited to Nigeria. So the extradition process have been cancelled and have been rejected by the Finnish authorities. Now what the Nigerian government are pushing for now is for them to jail him. They are scared of this man. They don't want this man back on social media because what he's using his own social media to do is to expose their criminal activities in Southeast. That is what he has been doing. He has been exposing them back to back. That is why they are scared of this man. So let me share this important message to you, the Biafrans. So do well to subscribe and react to these videos. Now, stay tuned.
Investigation domicile in Finland. As you can see, Simon was arrested with 5 other individuals. But then, let's take a look at the interesting part of this whole thing. Based out of the investigation coming from the NBI, they noticed and they believed that the network of Simon with these 5 individuals also connected to a series of individuals domiciled in the USA. That is to say, Simon, together with his 5 friends, or these individuals arrested alongside with him, committed a series of offenses or crimes also in the state of USA. Hope this is actually very, very clear. This is not coming from my mouth. This is a publication released by the NBI. So what is the federal government of Nigeria trying to do at this point in time? Since they don't have any existing treaty with Finland, since they can't extradite Mr. Simon, there is no way on earth they can pull it. So what is the next move? Yes, like I said, Bola Tinubu and his advisors have pulled up something massive and something very, very interesting that will definitely change the way and manner we see things going forward. So what have these guys done? Well, take a look at this particular article showing right now on your screen, which clearly states that the government of Finland and also the government or the country of USA have an existing treaty. Yes, as you can see showing right now on your screen. So what is Bola Tinubu trying to do? Well, before we check out his actions, take a look at this publication showing right now on your screen, where it states that Kim.com can be extradited to the United States to face charges. It also went a step further to claim that a millionaire with a Finnish background spreads pro-Russian propaganda on social media, and he was arrested and sent to the USA. This is a clear confirmation that citizens of Finland can be extradited to the USA, and that is what the federal government of Nigeria are trying to do at this point in time. Yes. So since the NBI, which is the National Bureau of Investigation, showcased or reported that Mr. Simon, together with his network, committed a series of offenses and crimes in the USA, they want to actually extradite him to the USA, and from then, the Nigerian government can actually sweep in and bring Mr. Simon from the USA down into Nigeria. Well, just in case you don't understand what I'm saying, we had to draw out a quick illustration and a very, very primary illustrative representation. Show right now your screen is something you need to see. So it's simple. Mr. Simon currently is in Finland. Yes, a correctional facility known as Klamakoski in Finland. The federal government of Nigeria wants Finland to extradite him, Simon, to the USA because they noticed that he committed a series of offenses in the USA. Yes, so FG of Nigeria are now telling and asking for the help of the US government to please, since this guy committed offenses in your country, you can actually ask the federal government of Nigeria to bring him to your country, and then we can quietly sweep in and bring this guy from the USA down into Nigeria. Hope that is very, very clear. Yes, but then there's a very, very contradictory and confusing info regarding the treaty between Nigeria and USA. Just in case you don't know, Nigeria and the government of the USA as a country have an existing treaty to extradite its citizens or residents to and fro for many of these countries. So showing right now on your screen is this treaty signed by Nigeria and the USA on the 22nd of December of 1931, which clearly states that the extradition treaty between the United States and Nigeria, signed on the 22nd of December of 1931, does indeed apply to residents of Nigeria. Here are some key points regarding its application here. So you can actually pause this video to read some of these key points. But then there's a problem. If USA managed to extradite Mr. Simon from Finland into their country, can this man known as Simon be placed under a resident or a citizen of the USA for the Nigerian government to actually extradite him from the USA into the country? I hope this question is actually very clear. So what I'm saying is, if Finland manages to send Simon to US, to the country of the USA, can Nigeria actually bring Mr. Simon? Because Simon is not a resident of the USA. He will only fall under the category of a prisoner. So can the Nigerian government actually bring him from the USA to Nigeria? Well, as we speak, we are still currently doing some quick research and investigation to unravel the possibility and to understand the requirements behind bringing a prisoner from USA to Nigeria. And when we get the full answer or better clarification, we'll definitely make a follow-up video to answer all of our existing questions. So do well to subscribe and turn on post notifications, because our next video will be a massive one, because things are about to change. It feels like the Nigerian or the federal government of Nigeria wants to actually bring this guy into its geographical settings so that he can actually face the wrath of the law here.
Just to monitor, take out, block the noise. There are several things we can do as co-hosts to control the meetings. Thank you so much, Mouthpiece. Thank you so much, Honorable Go, and thank you so very, very much, Farm D and Chook Survival. Again, I welcome everyone to this fundraising today. Thank you all for coming, taking out time from your busy schedule to be at this fundraising today. This is something we do regularly, and today is a fundraising for the general fundraising. We are doing this for humanitarian purposes to continue to help our people, the citizens of the United States of Biafra, who has been ravaged by the terrorist state of Nigeria, who has been ravaged by the Fulani terrorists that sent into our territory to kill, maim, destroy our farms, rape our women, burn our businesses, burn our homes. using the delegitimized Southeast and South-South governors who invite these terrorists into our region to continue to kill us. That is what we do every weekend, to raise the little funds to help our people. Our mothers have been rendered as without husbands. Our children, they have been rendered without mothers, without fathers. Our brothers and sisters, they have been taken away by the Nigerian government, locked up in different cells across Biafra and across Nigeria. That is what the Nigerian state under President Tinubu and the Defense Chief Christopher Musa does on a daily basis. As we speak right now, the Nigerian terrorist state sent the reintegrated terrorists in our Biafra land, Owerri, where they connive with the Nigerian army to be bombing our innocent communities, invading our innocent communities, searching for Biafran youths, men and women. Some are just relaxing in different areas of our land. Nigeria state, as we speak right now, rages a secret war between Biafra and Nigeria. We've told them to leave our land. We are an independent nation, and we must protect our territory. We must protect our citizens.
OPay.
The whole of Nigeria is under siege by reintegrated and rehabilitated terrorists from the Nigerian state. They ravage everywhere, kill people, maim people, destroy their homes, invade their communities, destroy their farmlands, destroy their economic viability. And some of the international communities, you see all this. Either you pretend you don't know, or due to your economic gain or what you wish to gain from the Nigerian state, you collude with them because of the oil, because of the rich mineral resources that are in Biafra land. That is what some of you do. But we are going to see how far you are going to continue to do this. We, the terrorist Nigerian state. I greet our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, who is still being questioned by Finland as we speak. Restricted. His fundamental human rights tampered with and being played with by Finland on a daily basis. Because you want to collude with Nigeria that reported to you that Simon Ekpa is saving his people. His people who, some of these foreign countries invade our land, milk our oils and natural resources. So, Finland, you think, by taking away our Prime Minister, or stopping the declaration of the United States of Biafra, or stopping the protection of our land, you will continue to make the world a better place? We thank our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, for your persistency, for your resoluteness, for standing for us. It's because of you, our leader Nnamdi Kanu, and our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, that we, Biafrans, are are doing what we do today. We will never stop. We've already declared our territory. We've already instructed. We've already notified almost all foreign countries that the United States of Biafra is now an independent nation. As we speak, Nigeria is occupying a foreign state in Biafra land. They need to leave. I want to use this opportunity to also thank our foot soldiers, the Biafra Defense Forces, the Biafra Liberation Army, the Navy and the Air Force that are toiling day and night to defend our land from reintegrated and rehabilitated terrorists of the Nigerian state. That is what they do every day. We thank them for their services for the United States of Biafra. I thank all the secretaries and cabinet members. I thank all the 40 state governors in the United States of Biafra and their executives. I thank all the foreign mission heads, all the state administrators for what you do every day to ensure that we do not cohabit with reintegrated terrorists in our nation. We are the one that will decide who we want to live with. We want to create one of the best countries in the world, which is the United States of Biafra. We're already doing that. Where sanity reigns, where the rule of law reigns, where the rights of individual reigns. We do not want to live with people who invade our community, destroy our farms, kill our people, and occupy our territory. We have the right to self-determination. We have the right to self-defense. And that is what we will continue to do. I want to use this moment to also let Biafrans know we have only one nation, the United States of Biafra, under one leadership. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, under one Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, represented by myself, the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orugbeze. Anybody telling you anything different? These are paid individuals, paid, maybe Biafrans, that are sent by the Nigerian government to stop and ensure that we do not protect this. They left in sadness. I have the whole information. Biafrans, do not be moved. We're already in Biafra land. Our Prime Minister says some of them will be in Biafra land. But then we ask him, when are we going to be in this Biafra? They're already in Biafra land. We are already in Biafra land. Nobody, no delegitimized state governor will stop that. And we know all the plans. We know your plans. But be rest assured, where you go, we've gone there and we've come back. Because we don't say it, doesn't mean that it's not happening. Again, I want to use this opportunity to thank Twitter for reinstating my account. So I got my Twitter back, dear friends. I'm very, very happy for that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because the enemies are not sleeping. The enemies are Biafrans. They will not go far. Fulani can never penetrate Biafra land if some Biafrans in our midst do not bring them in. No, Fulani do not have the power. No, they know where to stop. But it is some Biafrans that reported my Twitter space for nothing. For doing exactly what the Prime Minister does, exactly what our leader Nnamdi Kanu was doing. They reported, but again, I tell people, the truth will always stand the test of time. You can fool some people sometime. You cannot fool all the people all the time. You that thinks you are the hunter, you are hunting innocent Biafrans, calling them on the phone behind, threatening them. Biafra, those that are hunting innocent Biafra, colluding with the Nigerian state and the delegitimized Southeast and South governors, they will become the hunted. Because our hands are clean. All we ask for is the opportunity to build our nation, to be the best, or one of the best in the world. We have the capacity to do that. We have the manpower to do that. We have what it takes to build a good nation that people can visit, tour, people can go and relax and enjoy one of the nations in Africa. You can do that in Nigeria right now. We are the terrorists have overtaken communities. We are the government supports terrorism. Where the government turns a blind eye to the secret war going on in Biafra land right now, where Nigerian state is killing and attacking innocent Biafrans. They turn a blind eye to that. But they are quick to jump out when some Fulani terrorists who are carrying AK-47 parading the whole Biafra land and some indigenous Nigerian states, they are ready to jump out immediately and start attacking indigenous Nigerians, indigenous Biafrans. That is what they do. The Islamization agenda is on, y'all. It is on. Nigeria has been declared as the deadliest state, deadliest nation in the world today for Christians to live in. And you think that is fun? You think we Christians are going to fold our hands while they come and kill us? So, fellow dear friends, I thank you all for coming today. We will continue to raise these funds for self-determination, to make sure that the Nigerian state and Christopher Musa does not wipe out our community. The Biafrans are in the brink of extinction by the Nigerian state, by Christopher Musa, and they've been colluding with their globalist nations that they partner with to hurt innocent indigenous, innocent Biafrans, and innocent indigenous Nigerians, but not anymore. Not anymore. That is why we are waiting to see how Finland is going to end this case between them, Nigeria, and the United States of Biafra. We are all watching to see how this game is going to end. But I promise Finland, if you think you will collude with the Nigerian state to start milking the resources of the United States of Biafra, you need to go and have a rethink. That's never going to happen. Not at this time. So on that note, I declare this fundraising open and I welcome all Biafrans. Thank you so much.
Will come and protest for your release or on your behalf because you are a terrorist. Nobody is coming to protest for you, because nobody would want to be identified with a terrorist. Pay attention, what I'm saying right now is more important than any other thing you want to hear. Listen and listen very good. If you are arrested and being labeled a terrorist, nobody would want to attach him or herself with a terrorist. That is simple truth. It's simple. You don't need the mathematics, a professor. You don't need a professor in maths. You don't need an engineer to come and help you to do the mathematics. You don't need a scientist to explain it to you. No, it is very simple. When you are arrested and tagged a terrorist, nobody, is only when you are truly a terrorist that nobody would want to identify himself with you. But when you are innocent and this allegation is being leveled against you, then people who you are leading has only one obligation, which is to come out en masse and protest against your illegal arrest and detention. because you are innocent. So if you leave Mazi Simon Ekpa alone without doing anything about it, without doing anything for him, then they will assume that yes, he is actually what they, alleged against him. Yes, because everybody is everybody is running away from him. Nobody wants to be identified. Nobody wants to come out to protest for his release. Everybody is against him. Why is he alone? These are the questions that is ringing in the minds and the hearts of Finnish authority as I'm speaking to you right now. Why is he alone? Are you paying attention? Finnish authorities are asking you and I, the Biafran people, why is this man alone? And he claimed to be a prime minister of a people. Eh? Why is he alone? Why is he alone? Why is he abandoned? And he claimed to be a prime minister. These are the problem. So if you want to know what your demonstration will do for Mazi Simon Ekpa, I will give you two reasons. Number one, wait after the demonstration. Number two, wait when he comes out. And you will see what this your demonstration is going to do for him and for all of us. Wait after your demonstration, number one, and wait after he is released. Then you will know, that is when you will know what this demonstration means for him and for all of us. So never be among those that will abandon our prime minister to give the impression that truly he is a bad person. That is the reason why nobody is coming for him. That's the reason why nobody is protesting for him. That means he's a bad person. Never allow yourself to be counted as those who are going to give this impression to the Finnish authority. We must all come out en masse and protest for our prime minister, as we have been protesting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for the past 4 years. Now, let me take this again, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said something very, very deep in this place. Only this place. Now, the IPOB leader further emphasized the need for the Igbo community to support their freedom fighters, cautioning against the tendency to abandon those who fight for their cause, which is their freedom. Now, he drew a parallel with the fate of Rafu Wazirike. Listen very good. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said today. He drew a parallel with the fate of Rafu Wazirike, the founder of the movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra, Masob, who according to Kanu, listen very good. When